This vegan egg company is taking the world by storm, and it's about to make a splash in the stock market too. The company is Eat Just, the maker of the plant-based Just eggs. And it looks like they're aiming for a $3 billion IPO. Now, a leading investor says they're likely to go public in Q4 of 2021 or in the beginning of 2022. And the valuation of $3 billion is pretty ambitious considering just last October, Bloomberg valued this company at about $2 billion. But there's way more to the story, so make sure to stay tuned and watch until the end. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Chris and welcome back to the Lifestyle Design Show, the #1 place for young adults to learn about personal finance and entrepreneurship. So the biggest factor that I find interesting about this company is the funding.
It's kind of funny that the mung bean, which has been in the culinary world for thousands of years, has this incredible new property that we're just discovering right now. It contains this amazing protein that can scramble like an egg. Every time I watch it cook like that, I'm completely amazed. Like, it shouldn't exist, but it's there.
And it's delicious.
No way.
It needs no seasoning. So good.
No way.
That's incredible. Are you kidding?
It's not egg?
No. Eat Just has two separate fundings, one for their Just eggs and then a separate funding for their good meat. And this makes a lot of investors think that they are potentially getting ready for a spin-off company, that good meat might become its own publicly traded company at some point. The company has raised a total of $440 million to date, and Eat Just's lab-grown meat sector has raised a total of $170 million. And they're the world's first company to actually sell lab-grown meat that's not produced from a slaughterhouse. And Eat Just is doubling down on their cultured meat sector. And the company said that the $170 million they raised for good meat is going to go towards increasing capacity, accelerating research, and developing high quality real meat without slaughter. And what's really cool is that in December, Singapore was the first country to approve lab-grown meat to be sold at restaurants. Their debuting product was their cell-based chicken nuggets, and they were launched at over 1,800 restaurants in Singapore. And here's what this lab-grown meat looks like.
Here we are in Singapore, first country in the world to grant regulatory approval, and we are making food history.
But first, what the hell is meat from a lab, and why do we need it?
It will be the way that meat will be made in the future. It's safer, it's healthier, it's more sustainable.
They take one cell from a healthy chicken, just one chicken. They grow the cell in a lab. They feed it soy and corn. They put it in a special tank. They wait for 2 weeks, open the tank, and what you have is minced meat. That's exactly like meat you can buy in a supermarket.
It's much more efficient, and you're not growing things that we don't use. You're not growing the bones and the parts that we're not using, right? So it's a more efficient way.
There's no bones?
To feed our family, no.
And with that single cell, you can produce an unlimited amount of meat. Billions of kilograms of meat from one chicken.
Eat Just is also building a large-scale factory in Singapore where good meat is sold and delivered. This facility is also going to be supplying their vegan egg product along with their lab-grown meat product across the region. Now, outside of Singapore, Eat Just says they should get regulatory approval in the US within 6 to 12 months. And the co-founder and CEO expects China to also give the green light soon after. And even though right now cultured meat is relatively new, the company expects it to go mainstream. And Tarek says as more cell-based meat enters the market, good meat could be a first mover in the space. Something else to note is that Asia is expected to be a huge growing market for the company. Right now, alternative meat is a relatively small sector in Asian markets like China and Thailand. But over the next 5 years, it's expected that this sector will grow over 200%. And Eat Just is already ramping up their presence in China, specifically at a popular Chinese fast food restaurant called Dicos. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's on par with the level of McDonald's. And they're the first chain to swap out chicken eggs with the plant-based Just Eggs. Tarek says that China will make up a large percentage of their future growth because consumer demand there is being driven by the desire for safer, healthier, and more sustainable food products. And Asian investors agree, which is the reason why venture capitalists are supporting the Eat Just company. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and make sure to always do your own research. Eat Just is joining this red hot IPO market. If there's any growth companies that you guys have your eyes on, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, smash the like button, and I'll see you next time.